Okay, perfect. Okay. Welcome to the City of Saratoga Springs Planning Commission meeting for May 28th, 2026. We'll go ahead and start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner Hill will lead us in that. Okay, and we'll move on to roll call. Tonight we are excusing Commissioner Miles and Commissioner Rather. Move to public input. Time has been set aside for the public to express ideas, concerns, and comments for subject matter not listed as a public hearing on the agenda. Limit of 3 minutes per speaker, and unused time may not be given to another. Time for public input is limited to no more than 15 minutes. Seeing none, we'll close public input. And we'll move to business item number 1. The commission will discuss without public comment and may either make a recommendation to the city council or approve the following items as needed. Business item 1, site plan for Westport Business Park Lot 5, located at 2056 North Stagecoach Drive. Larry Lindstrom and Mark Johnson as applicants, and senior planner Kendall Black.
Good evening, commissioners. So this property is just north of the Westport Business Park 4 that you pushed forward for approval a couple weeks ago, or last meeting, I think. So your staff report will be a little different. So since we gave you the staff report, and now we were provided drawings that would provide the connection, which was the only thing that was non-complying in the staff report. So we have that now, and we'll show you those. So if you look on here, everything shows this complies now. They provided the connection here, so this is the site plan. So the far east side, on the right-hand side you'll see the connection going down to lot 4. That's a bigger version, so like kind of the top center. I put the green as vehicle connections, blue are pedestrian connections. I forgot the blue one's going to the next lot over to the east though. Oh, it's not built yet, so we're good. But yeah, so they have all the vehicle connections and pedestrian that they're required. Landscaping plan. So, yeah. This is kind of tilted weird too. Redwood B doesn't really go north and south completely like that. It's cocked a little to one side, but for ease of showing it.
Go ahead, Commissioner.
Kendall, for clarifications, the blue arrows are the pedestrian, is that correct?
Yes.
And then the green arrows are gonna be the vehicular traffic?
Correct.
Okay.
So because the site plans were the only one they provided us yesterday, the other ones will need to be updated, and that's one of the conditions in the findings and stuff. In the motion, I guess is what it is.
Okay. I'm okay to go forward.
Okay. And then, of course, landscaping plan, they comply with all that. This will be changed. There's elevations. You've seen this before when we brought forward the office warehouse, not having to be or follow all the extra standards for smaller buildings. So meets the architectural standards. Those are just front and back, side. Dumpster view. And then that's the floor plan. It'll just be 2 drive-through restaurants, takeout restaurants, or similar, but they both have the drive-through. Do you have any questions?
Can we go back to the picture? Yep, that one. Do we have I know we're not looking at moving forward with the previous plan at this point, but I just remember the previous plan looking a lot better than this.
because of, so Kevin had an issue with not having a specific, one of the four exceptions, you had to have like it had to hit that specifically, and they didn't bring forward enough backing for that, and so the direction was to table it until they found that or make the connection, so they've made the connection. But that's, I mean, really the only changes on the end, those were parking spaces really,
Okay.
or where the connection is now.
Just Kendall, in the middle of this, did they have the interconnection agreement when they were here last time? They just didn't know where they were going to?
Well, they'll have to update that, because it doesn't talk about between the vehicular, between these two. It does talk about pedestrian, but that is on
Okay.
the things that need to be updated.
Does that need to be a condition that's named?
It's in there,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So there was a couple parking spots now
Yeah.
taken away. Does that?
They had extra on both lots, so they're good for
Great.
the ones that were removed.
Thank you.
All right, so the green on the far right arrow leaving out, that's Redwood Road, is that?
Redwood Road's on the far left,
Oh, on the far
where it
right.
says interconnection type, that would be Redwood. Stagecoach is the one to the north, or to the top of the screen. And then to the far right, that's future Lot 3, so it'll be another big building like Lot 4.
This is Redwood right here, right? This, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so the property line's not exactly right on the bottom and right side. I'm just trying to get stuff in there.
Yeah, okay. Perfect. I guess we didn't open officially for commissioner comments. But let's go ahead and, if there's any other commissioner comment on this, let's. All right, we'll entertain a motion.
I'll go ahead and move that the planning commission forward an approval to the requested site plan for Westport Business Park Lot 5 located at 2056 North Stagecoach Drive with the findings and conditions in the staff report. And I think we'll look under conditions 4 and require the interconnection to the property to the north. Is that correct, Kendall?
No, it's provided here, so we don't need to mention
Okay, it's
it.
provided there.
And if you look at condition 2, it has the updated.
Did we actually update the staff report in the packet? Because if not, we'll need to have those specifically itemized so he can point them out, so we know for the
Oh.
record. Because it would be the staff report that was attached
Okay,
that he would be adopting.
okay.
So if you could, instead of going off what's on the screen, if you could go off of what's in your staff report for the possible conditions, and then yes, you would need to select
Num-
that they need to have the interconnection.
Sorry
Right,
about
so
that.
under 4, it would be, okay, so again, I made my motion for approval and under conditions pursuant to section 19.12.06 4F, internet connection to the property to the north is required. Okay.
Okay, we have a motion from Commissioner Hill. Do we have a second on that motion?
I'll
To the
second that.
south.
All right, and we have a second from Commissioner Wilden. Any questions on the motion?
This is to the south. This lot is the north lot, so it would be the connection to the south.
Oh, so we will need to
So
redo that.
it would, under condition 4, it did to the property to the north. In the conditions that I'm reading that
Yeah.
was in our packet. So does that need to be changed to the south, because it is south?
Correct. Yeah, it does.
I'll amend my motion then to interconnection to the property to the south is required.
And I'll second my second.
Is that adequate for,
All in favor?
okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, that passes. Is that amendment work for, okay, perfect. All right, let's move to approval of minutes for May 14th, 2026.
Chair, I move that the planning commission approve the minutes of what was it again?
May 14th.
May 14th, 2026.
All right, do we have a second on that?
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And that passes as well. Move to commissioner comments and reports. Any commissioner comments tonight?
I have one comment. We talked a little bit about this, but APA Utah is doing a quarterly, what is called commissioner chat. And that is where the commissioners throughout the whole state of Utah get together on a Zoom call, and we have a discussion for an hour on salient topics that would be of importance to commissioners, and question and answer. We've moved these all over the place, but this will be June 11th at 2 o'clock, and I like to say that it is a no-host brown bag lunch, so that you can do it. 2 o'clock's late for lunch, but so you could just come and be on if you wanted to. So again, all of that information's on APA Utah's website under events, and we're trying to boost that back up. And so an invitation to any of you around the table that would like to be a part, and including staff.
Thank you, Commissioner Hill. Do they have like a topic that they lead with, or is it pretty open?
There will be a topic, and I think what the topic will be is around land use basics. And we'll do about 30 minutes of that with John Jensen or Rob Terry or the League of Utah Cities to be that. And then we leave 20 minutes just for burning topics that anyone would have.
Okay. Perfect, thank you. That's actually great information to have. All right, and then director's report.
Okay, thank you. The Westport Business Park Lot 4, the one just next to this. So you saw it and you recommended approval without the interconnection. The council saw it and they tabled it. They weren't totally comfortable with the interconnection without specifics related to the grading and why they were asking for that. So the applicant had, two options. One was to create the interconnection or to give the council more specific findings related to why they needed that. So they were able to come back and make the connection work at the location they have shown. They will have to update the rest of their drawings as mentioned. So then this item you saw tonight and that item next to it will go back to the council at their next meeting. So that one got tabled for that reason. The removing the median around drive-throughs got approved. There were some council members that had experienced being stuck in a drive-through for 20 or 30 minutes, and so they were in favor of that. And then the McDonald's Jacobs Ranch got approved, and the Mount Saratoga Veterinary Clinic got approved. And your next meeting will actually be canceled. So, and that's also the week of Splash Days. It's June 11th, so you don't need to worry about that one. That was also supposed to be Colton's last meeting, and unfortunately, we won't be able to have a last meeting with him. He is going to be moving to the Salt Lake area, so that's why he's had to resign from the commission. We've posted that on our social media that we have an opening. So if you know people who are interested, you can point them to that. Basically, they send me a resume and cover letter, and then we'll set up interviews once we have a few interested. And then your June 25th meeting, we have a few items already. So.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, and any need for a closed session?
Nope.
All right, we will adjourn this meeting.